and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Sophie from Third Eye Traveller and I make ridiculously helpful travel videos to help you plan your trips. Today I'm here in Norfolk and I'm going to be attending the Norfolk Hospice Tulip for Tappings event, or the Norfolk Tulips here in the UK. It's like a little bit of the Netherlands in Norfolk, and it's the largest tulip field in the UK and one of the only opportunities where you can walk through a tulip field in the country. It raises thousands of pounds every year for end-of-life patients at the Norfolk Hospice, and it is truly a wonderful event. You can come here with your family, take some photos and just wander amongst the beautiful colourful tulips. So come on, let's go to see the Tulips for Tapping event in Norfolk and what it's like. The Norfolk Tulip Fields is a huge flower field that opens up to the public to visit each year as part of the Tulips for Tapping event. The Norfolk Hospice Tapping House and tulip farmer Mark Eves of Belmont Nurseries opens the field to raise money for charity every year. It's a rare opportunity to walk in a beautiful blanket of tulip fields in the UK, and this is really the only opportunity that you can do it in the country. The Norfolk Tulip Garden only opens for around 2 weeks a year before these beautiful flowers are cropped and shipped off around the world. I'm always amazed at how cheap it is to visit the Norfolk Tulip Fields, as it only costs £7.50 an adult and £5 per child, and it's such a bargain for this rare opportunity to walk through the colourful tulips. What's even better is that the money from the ticket sales goes to Norfolk Hospice Charity, and they provide free care and comfort to residents of West Norfolk nearing the end of their lives. So not only do you get to enjoy a colourful flower field, but you're also supporting a worthy cause. This year they are set to raise over £100,000, which is such a help to the crucial care that they can provide to their patients. The only way that you can purchase tickets for the Norfolk Tulip Fields is via the official website, and they're usually released 2 weeks before the tulip fields open to the public. As this event is very popular, I would make sure to set a reminder in your calendar to buy the tickets as soon as they go on sale. I would be there around 10 minutes before online waiting to get your tickets, because let me tell you, tickets this year were gone in seconds. Usually time slots start around 10 AM and finish at 4 PM. They sometimes have some late night openings. Make sure if you want a weekend slot that you definitely get online as soon as possible, because those are the days that sell out first, and try to be flexible with a few more days just in case the weekends sell out very quickly. The tulip fields are located near the harbour town of King's Lynn in Norfolk, and this is around an hour's drive from Norwich or 90 minutes drive from Cambridge, on a 2-hour ride from central London. Unfortunately, you can only arrive by car as public transport options are limited, so it's best to get off at King's Lynn station and get a taxi from there if you are travelling by public transport. The exact location for this event changes each year, but it's near the Sandringham estate in a place called Folkes, and you'll usually see the Tulip for Tapping signs as soon as you approach on West Newton Road on the A148. There is a large car park to park in as soon as you reach the field, and this year it costs £2 for parking, which you can add on as part of your ticket. If you need extra accessibility, there is also a disabled parking area, so make sure to ask one of the stewards should you need it. Also be aware, as this is a crop on a working farm, the road to get here may be a little muddy and uneven. The staff do what they can to make the field accessible, but it can get quite boggy in the mud. But it's all worth it to see this fabulous blanket of tulips. When I first arrived at Norfolk Tulip Fields, my jaw dropped and I couldn't believe what I was seeing, as there were so many tulips as far as the eye could see. I obviously knew it was a tulip field, but I really wasn't expecting it to be that vast and with so many different colours. You had lines of pinks, reds, purples and yellows, and even some multicoloured ones too, and it was an absolute dream. My favourites were the baby pinks, and there were thousands of them. Once you enter the fields, you can walk up and down as many aisles as you like and spend hours just wandering around and looking at all the colours. Just be careful to not intentionally trample on them, as it is a working crop, and you're not allowed to pick tulips either, but they sell bunches at the Norfolk Hospice stands at the front. What I loved about the Norfolk tulips was being able to take a million photographs of me in the fields. Many people put on their pretty dresses and sun hats and have a family photo shoot in the field of flowers. If photography is something that you wanted to do while at the tulips, I would recommend to book the first time slot of the day, as this is when the fields aren't too crowded. As the flowers are quite low to the ground, it's hard to block people out with these. But there was lots of space to spread out, and so it's easy to get some incredible photos of the tulips. So I do have some top tips for visiting, as although it is pretty, there are lots of things that you need to consider before you go. One is to wear sensible shoes. As the tulip field is a flower crop on a working farm, every effort has been made to make it accessible, but there is lots of soil and debris around, so make sure to wear a pair of wellies, boots or trainers. Heels may be a challenge. Drones are not allowed in the field, and neither are your dogs. If the tulip fields gets very busy, I would definitely recommend to have the first lot of the day where it's a little more manageable. It's an open field, so I would definitely come prepared for the English weather, and that means bringing a sun hat and an umbrella just in case it rains. I would definitely bring some hand sanitizer, as there is no running water in the field, and pack a bottle of water to make sure you're well hydrated. There are toilets as well, and they are very clean, portaloos that you can use near the entrance. Smoking is also not allowed for obvious reasons, and just be careful of the flowers as they are a working crop. As I mentioned before, you're not allowed to pick the tulips, but they do have stands near the entrance where you can buy bunches, and they have lots of charity events as well that you can get involved in. At the entrance, you'll be given a leaflet with a set of rules to make sure that you enjoy your visit. And also they have lots of food stands to buy food while you're here if you didn't want to pack a picnic. They have noodle stands, coffee shops, fish and chip vans, burger vans, a gin distillery, and even an amazing ice cream stand called Reese's, where you can buy these incredible artisan ice creams. I had this one made of candy floss, which was epic, but it did start to rain soon after my visit. After your visit to the tulip fields, I would recommend heading around some attractions in King's Lynn. Of course, you have the Sandringham Estate, which is one of the official residents of King Charles III. The market town of King's Lynn, with its incredible harbour, is also worth a visit. And you can have a look at the riverside. There are also a couple of incredible museums as well. And of course, this has a great infrastructure with lots of hotels if you fancied staying the night. There are also lots of bars, cafes and restaurants where you can enjoy dinner after your visit to the fields, and it's just a great place to hang out and have a look after the tulips. Another place that I would recommend visiting near to the Sandringham Estate is Castle Rising, which is a Norman castle built in the 1140s, and it is absolutely spectacular and well maintained. It's an English heritage site, so make sure to use your pass if you're a member, and also National Trust members can enjoy places like the Oxburgh Estate, which is only 30 minutes drive away. Thank you for watching this video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please remember to subscribe for more magic. Thank you. See you next time.